Hi, my name is Amit. I'm here with Helen. We're doing the second trimester classes. We're doing a 30 minutes class that starts with a lot of side lying, abdominals, arms, and leg work. So, please, let's have you side lying, Helen. We're going to bend the knees. Make sure your upper body is straight and the left arm, you're lying on your left side, the left arm is in continuation with your spine. You can place your hand on the abdominals and take a deep abdominal breath, releasing the abdominals, and on the breath out, draw them back into your body. Deep breath in to release the abdominals, and deep breath out to draw them back into the body. Deep breath in to release. And deep breath out to engage. Let's keep the abdominals in the body. Lift the arm up towards the ceiling. Open the fingers a little bit and then roll all the way in and all the way out. Just very slowly. All the way in, you can feel it coming all the way into your chest, and all the way out, you can feel it connecting with your shoulder blades. All the way in, and all the way out, and all the way in, and all the way out. We're going to take the arm all the way down towards the pelvis, and all the way up. And all the way down to the pelvis, and all the way up, and all the way down. And we start a big circle going forward and all the way back. But don't let the arm hang. Reach and come back to the pelvis. All the way forward and reach and back to the pelvis, and all the way forward and reach back. And all the way down. If it's not comfortable, make those circles smaller. We reverse. And all the way around to the pelvis. And reach. And all the way down. And slow down where you feel the stretch. And all the way around. And we're going to place the hand on the hip and start working the leg. We do the clams. We rotate. And then down, and rotate, and then down. As you rotate, feel the weight of the right foot pressing down onto the left foot, and down. Rotate and feel the weight so you can work into your deep rotators, and rotate, and down. One more, rotate, and down. Let's bring the leg up and towards the tummy. And from here, reach the leg all the way out and all the way back in. All the way out, and then lift your tummy and bring the right knee towards right shoulder. And out. And in. Last one out. Keep the legs straight. And now please flex the foot, feel the stretch, lift up, lower, gently point. Flex, take a moment to feel the stretch in the calf, lift, lower, and point. A few more, flex, excuse me, up, down, and point. Two more, flex, up, down, and gentle point, and flex, up, down, and point. Relax the leg down and do whatever you need to come to the side sitting position. That's it. With the legs at your side, and make sure that you're comfortable. Okay? We're going to lean into the left hand and bend the elbow to come to the ground and stretch over to the side. Let's take the opportunity to breathe into the right side. Take a couple of deep breaths there. Drawing and lifting the abdominals and breathing into the right side. Imagine you have only the right lung and you breathe as deep as you can into the right lung, and then use the abdominals to lift yourself back up, and then hold the right leg and lift the left arm up. And it's a bit of a more difficult stretch, so think more about going up than going over. But again, you can open the left side, and now you have only a left lung, so you're going to bring into your left lung, and you draw and lift the abdominals. Okay, great. Let's take the legs over to the other side. Make yourself comfortable. We make sure that the feet are aligned with the pelvis, more or less. And we take a breath into the tummy. So we don't have to do too many, but you can put your hands on your lower abdominals and take a deep breath into your tummy. And a deep breath into the tummy. And a deep breath out to draw the abdominals gently in. We then reach the left arm towards the ceiling. Open the fingers a little bit and rotate all the way. And rotate all the way. Good. So as you rotate out, you work more into the back. And as you rotate in, you work more into the front. You work into the back, into your shoulder blade, and you work in. One more. Out. And in. Good. Back to center. We're going to take the arm down to the hip and lift up and over. And hip. And up and over. And hip. And from here we start the circles. We go forward. And take a moment like a big yawn or a big stretch and keep the circle going. And forward, stretch, and all the way, and forward, and stretch, and all the way. We reverse, go back and take a long moment here to stretch, and all the way around, and back and take the time to stretch, all the way around. Last one. Stretch all the way around, and we place the hand on the hip and work the legs. We rotate the leg, the left foot heavy on the right, and press down. And rotate. And now press the leg down. So always with the clumps, you work in one direction and you actively work in the other direction. Work in one direction and work in the opposites, and work, and press one more, and press down. Left knee towards left shoulder. We stretch the leg out, and draw it back in. Stretch the leg out, and draw it back in, and out. Good, we'll do a couple more, and we're going to think about lifting the abdominals. And last one to go out and stay there. We flex the foot to stretch the calf, lift, lower, release. Flex and stretch, lift, lower, release. Flex and stretch, lift, lower, release. Flex and stretch and lift, lower, release, and relax all together. Take a breath and come up to the seated position. Make yourself comfortable and then place your right hand on the ground. Bend the elbow and bring it to the ground and stretch. Good. Now there's some support here under the right side. We don't want the neck to strain. And then we're going to focus on lifting the abdominals, drawing them into the body and breathing into your left lung. Take the deepest breath in that you can. Really oxygenate yourself. You may realize that this side is much easier or much more difficult than the other side, depending on your body before the pregnancy and depending on how the pregnancy sits within your body. We're going to recover back to center. Hold exactly on the left and lift up And again, this is a smaller movement, but there's more of a lift here. And we breathe into the right side. The spine lifts up, the arm lifts up, and you breathe into your right side. Okay, we come back to center. We take a breath. How are you feeling?
Good, thank you.
Good, excellent. Let's go on all fours. So we're going to put the hands this side of the mat. Perfect. And we're going to do some variations that look very innocent, but they're not so innocent. You're going to feel it in a moment. There's a lot of weight bearing on the arms. So we start by looking to the right and placing the right hand under the left cheek. Yeah, exactly. So the left arm supports the weight, the right elbow lifts, the right shoulder blade goes back. And then down on all fours. And then you look to the left. And down on all fours. And the important thing is to keep the supporting arm working. To the right. And down to the floor. To the left. And down to the floor. One more each side. Breathe. And down to the floor. And to the left. And back to the floor. Let's come up to the high kneeling position. Good. Relax the shoulders. And press the arms behind you. Look to the right. Look to the left. Center. And release. And reach the arms back. Look to the right. And left. And center. And release. We go back on all fours to do another variation. This time we're going to keep looking down at the floor at all times. We're going to bring the right hand to the forehead. We're going to reach it out to the side. We're stable on the left arm, and now we reach the right arm as high as we can towards the ceiling. And we place it back on the floor. Left hand to forehead. Left arm out. Reach it as far out as you can and as far up as you can, and feel yourself supporting the weight on the right arm. And down. So we stay there for a little while. Hand to forehead. Reach out to the side. Reach out and away, and then up and up and up and down. Hand to forehead. Reach out. Out and away from the joint, and lift up and up and up. And bring it back down. We're going to come back to the high kneeling position. Good. And we're going to make sure we're comfortable. So the knees are a little bit wider than hip width. Take a deep breath. And as we exhale, we hug a ball and round the back. We then open away from the ball. Look towards the ceiling and open the chest. Draw and lift the abdominals. And hug the ball. And as you hug the ball, tuck your tail under you. And then lift and open the chest. Hips come forward. Careful. And round. The hips go back. The tail comes between the legs. The abdominals lift and open. And reach and stretch. The arms can go lower and further back. And one more round. And open and reach back. That's great. And relax for a moment. I'm going to go and grab the ball. And at home, if you can take your stability ball and sit against a wall. And we're going to show you how. So Helen, if you can sit down and come a little forward for me. That's it. And you're going to separate the legs a little bit and make sure you're really comfortable. Okay, maybe open the legs as wide as you feel to be comfortable. So I am going to represent the wall now, and the ball is between your back and the wall. Now, please put your hands under your thighs. And as you exhale, draw the abs in and curl, leaning into the ball and curling over your tummy. Then lift yourself up, and now reach the arms up and backwards and lean into the ball. Bend the elbows a little bit and open the chest. Are you comfortable? Yes. Excellent. Take a deep breath and come back to center. And we alternate between the two. So you're going to round your back, draw and lift the abdominals. And then lift your tummy and come up. Lift the arms, lean against the ball Bend the elbows a little for me. Good. Lift the abdominals. Back to center. And we exhale to round the back. Drawing and lifting the abdominals. And find the ball behind you. And lift up and stretch. And last one. It should feel great. So if it doesn't feel really good, if for whatever reason you're not comfortable, then obviously don't do that. And we're going to lift up and stretch. Does it feel great?
Yeah, it feels very good.
Okay, excellent. Not just in theory, but in practice as well. Great. You recover away from the ball, and we're going to come up to a standing position. You can do these exercises sitting in a chair as well, at least the first set of exercises, but we're going to do them standing. So let's swap places for me. And these are the set of exercises, if you can face here, that I know they look silly and maybe feel silly, but as you're going to feel in a second, they're also very effective. Okay, Helen knows that. She's practiced them before. Separate the legs a little bit more so you are really stable on your legs. If you feel lightheaded, stop, drink, rest, and when you're ready, you're going to come back. Now, we're going to take the ball over to the left side of the body and look down at the ball as if you're going to place it on the ground, just like that. So it's a little bit of a bend up and over. From here, draw the abs in and lift the ball up towards the ceiling, looking towards the ball, and then think that you're going to place it on the right side on the floor. Drawing and lifting the abdominals. Then we go up, and we go. Then we go up, and we go over, and we go up, and over, drawing and lifting the abdominals, and we go up, and we go over. We come back to center and stand upright. Take a breath, 1 sec, relax. And now let's bring the arms up, all the way up, and the movement now is going to be from the waist up. Very small movement, a little forward from the waist up, back to center. Up and backwards, only as much as you're comfortable, and center. And only from the waist up, back to center, from the waist up, drawing and lifting, baby to spine. One more, forward, and center, and up, and center. Now, from side to side, from the waist up, over, and center, really challenging, over, and center, shoulder blades down, over, and center. Once again, you can do it sitting, over, and center. You can do it in a high kneeling position if that's what you prefer. Over, and center, and over, and center. Bring the ball down for a second to rest. Okay, take a deep breath in. Now we're going to do little circles. So we take the arms all the way up, and we're going to do a little bit forward, a little bit to the right, a little bit up, a little bit to the left. And we go forward, and right, and up, and left, and forward, and up, and back, and left, forward, and reverse. We go left, and up, and right, and forward, and left, and up, and right, and forward. Last time. And right, and forward, and recover up. Bring the ball all the way down, and just bend your knees and place the ball on the ground for a moment. Stand tall. Relax the shoulders for a moment. That's okay. Okay, and we're going to use the ball as a weight to make squats a little bit more difficult. If it's hard enough as it is, you don't have to use the ball, but if you want, you can. Are we good to use the ball?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Okay, so so before the ball hides your position, it's going to be like this, a little bit wider than hip width, a little bit turned out if you want to, and we're going to hold the ball. Let's start with a simple demi-squat, half squat. The ball is down, so you're going to just bend the knees and feel the knees over the feet, not collapsing inwards, but over the feet, and then squeeze your bum, lift your pelvic floor, stand tall. And we bend. Feel your bum, pelvic floor, and up. And bend. Bottom, pelvic floor, and up. Same thing if you can, the arms in front of you. Squat, bottom, and lift. Bottom and lift. Squat, bottom, and lift. If you can, arms overhead. Squat. Oops. Squat, bottom, and lift. Squat, bottom, and lift. And you're going to feel the ball seems really heavy from moment to moment. And bring the ball all the way down. Let's place it on the ground again. And stand tall. Circle the shoulders. And relax. Okay, let's shake. Can we do a few more squats?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so again, with or without the ball, as you feel, it's going to look like this. As you squat, you lift up. As you squat, you go all the way down. Then we're going to do small squats, just little pulses as we go up, 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 and down, 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 down. Okay?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm afraid squats are good. So let's go for it. As you bend the knees, lift the arms all the way up. And squeeze your bum and lift. Bend the knees, ball goes up. Squeeze the bottom, lift the pelvic floor, lift the abdominals. Last one. Bend and lift. And now we go halfway down. As we do small pulses, let's just start the pulses first. That's it. Feel the bottom squeezing, feel the abdominals, feel the pelvic floor, and let's go up, 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 and down, 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 down. One more, up, up, up. Feel your bottom and bottom and bottom and bottom, bottom, and relax. Good. Place the ball on the ground. Good. Let it roll away if you need to. Shake the legs. Good. Relax the arms. And let's just take the ball behind the back.
Okay.
Good. Again, take a comfortable stance. Great. We're going to draw and lift the abdominals. Open the chest and gently press into the ball. As you press into the ball, you not only activate the muscles at the back of the arms and between the shoulder blades, which is great for you, you're also opening the chest. So we draw and lift the abdominals, we press on the ball, we open the chest. One more time, draw the abdominals, open, that's great. If you can, you're going to take the ball away from your body and up and down. Away from the body and up. But look at the screen, make sure this doesn't happen. That's pointless, don't do it at all. Open the chest, reach down, this is great. If you can lift up without rounding, even better. Last one, no rounding, just a reach and relax, that's great. Let's bring the ball forward and we're going to sit down to finish. So very slowly, we're going to sit down. The legs will open, both sides of the ball. Good. And we're going to do a little stretch. Make sure you're comfortable in the pubis bone, and if you're not, don't do that. Let's just exhale to relax forward. Breathe in. And sit tall, gently pressing on the ball. And sit taller. And forward. And hold. And sit taller. And breathe. And come forward. And this time stay there. Let the shoulder blades relax on your back. And take a deep breath into the back. And just breathe out and stay there. And take a breath into the back. And breathe out. And one more. Good. And just sit tall. Very good. Now, if comfortable, let's stretch the legs and get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. So, only open the legs as wide as you're comfortable. Okay? You don't want to open it so much that you feel weird in the pubic symphysis. Okay? Depending on your build, and your pelvis, you're going to have to decide. Don't feel weird, definitely don't feel uncomfortable. Okay, we're going to sit as tall as possible, and with a straight back, we're going to lean forward, and so you will find the stretch very quickly. Can you? Not yet. Okay. When you feel the stretch, and go back. And I think the trick to find it even quicker is to flex the feet and straight back. And so we get the calves more. That's it. And try to reach out through the heels. Straight back. That's it. And forward. And if it's okay, we'll stay forward for a couple of breaths now. Forward. Good. And as you breathe, stick your bottom out a little bit. Lift the spine. And just sit tall. Let's take the ball away and just cross the right leg like this and bring the left leg towards it. Good. The right leg will open out only as far as you're comfortable. And with the same trick of sitting really tall and coming forward, you're going to lean, put your hands wherever comfortable, and you should find a stretch in the right gluteals. Yes, good. And again, forward. And back, and forward, and back, and we change the legs. And we sit really tall, shoulders down, and with a straight back you come forward, find the stretch, and back, and forward, and back, last one, forward, and back. And you know what, I'm going to put the ball away. And I'm going to demonstrate this next stretch just a little bit for the chest. So just put the legs forward where you're comfortable and put the hands behind. Why don't you bring your pelvis a little forward? That's great. Stop if you're not comfortable. You're going to just bend the elbows and round your back. And just find a stretch through the chest. Okay, the abdominals are round. You look at your abdominals and you make sure there's no bulge at all. So you draw the tummy in, it should look square. There's no bulge, there's no triangular bulge, and you just sit down and come forward. Can you feel the stretch? And one more time. Just stay there and stretch. Breathe in and out for as long as you want. That's all we have time for today, so thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Helen. We'll see you soon.